not to do well lads that kind of showed up, and I think they just wanted to cause a little bit of a ruckus, right? They were gonna, they might have been a little drunk. We want to paint, and I was like, well, anybody can paint, so go for it. And they were kind of disappointed by that answer because they wanted to start a little kerfuffle, right? Well, three of them got bored pretty quick, left. The other guy stayed, and he stayed all day, and he at the very end, he was painting this one painting that he wouldn't let anybody see. And at the end of the day, he gave it to me. He would paint a couple other things, and but then he'd always go back to this one. And he gave it to me, and he cried, and he told me, like, this is the first time in 10 years I've painted. He said, I was an artist. This is what I studied. And he said, then I got into drugs and alcohol, and I can't paint anymore because that's not a world that I'm in anymore. And he gave it to me, and I said, oh my God, this is amazing. We could sell this. And he said, no, I want you to have it.
Oh, that's great.
And he said, you gave me the chance back at life again. Just to paint is huge for me. And so him and I have stayed friends for a very long time. He still paints. We actually did end up connecting and sold some of his paintings and ended up renting an apartment with his money from paintings that he didn't know he was making, because I was just selling it on the side for him, and then I gave him a bunch of money and said, here you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was a lot of fun, and that's I was surrounded by a ton of awesome people, friends of mine that were there, and that was just amazing. So that's why you do these things, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you just never know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And okay, we'll take a quick break now, and then we'll go into a couple of the other ones, the snowman. I love the snowman, and some other ideas. And we'll talk about some future ideas, and we'll talk about Creative Vision a bit more with what you're doing there. So thanks so much for listening, and we'll listen to Jen talk about the Food and Wine Expo, the Pet Expo, and listen to one more song from Southern Mud. This is going to be Beat of My Heart, and we'll be right back. All right, thank you so much, Jen. And
thanks, Nick and Andrew. Hello and happy November. After being away for the past couple of weeks, it's great to be back. Well, it looks like we're in for another foodie weekend. Of course, I'm talking about the Ottawa Wine and Food Festival. If you've never attended and would like to go, then you are in luck, because there are still tickets available for this 3-day food and wine extravaganza. It starts this Friday from noon until 10 p.m., then Saturday again from noon till 10 p.m., and it wraps up on Sunday from noon till 5:30 p.m. at the Ottawa Convention Centre. The festival promises to entertain, feed, and educate you, along with giving you ideas for your future dinner parties and holiday entertaining. Now, I know that Christmas is still 7 weeks away, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to start your preparations. Also, this is a dress-up event. Depending on what you're looking for, though, ticket prices range from $25 for a tasting floor day pass to $125 for an evening with Chef Jamie Kennedy, which includes hors d'oeuvres, 3 tasting plates, and an autographed copy of his cookbook. There are also tickets for seminars involving wine, beers, and other culinary stations. All tickets, though, need to be purchased and picked up ahead of time through Capitol Tickets, although sampling wine and beer tickets can be bought at the event itself, but it is cash only. There you'll find at least 170 exhibitors, over 1,400 wines to sample, non-stop presentations, exclusive dinners with star chefs, and food trucks. If you're looking for an all-day outing, but worried about costs, then your best bet is probably the day pass, as it gives festival goers access to many presentations. The prices listed, though, on the Wine and Food Festival do not include taxes, so don't forget to factor that in. For the full schedule and details, visit ottawawineandfoodfestival.com. Oh, and of course, bring ID with you. As this event is for those 19 years and older, organizers have stated that anyone looking 35 years and younger will definitely be asked for ID. Okay, well, here's something a bit different for a food segment. If you're looking for a family outing and love pets, consider the Ottawa Pet Expo, taking place November 8th and 9th at the Ernest & Young Centre on Uplands Drive. Admission is $10 for a single admission purchase in advance online, or $35 for a family pass for 4. Kids ages 12 and under get in free. Regular admission at the door, though, is $12 and cash only. This is one public show, though, you can also bring your pets to. And when I say pets, I mean your dogs, your cats, birds, rabbits, even your reptiles. You will find also a pet sitting service available throughout the whole weekend. Now, you're probably thinking, why am I including this event on a food segment? Well, if you're a parent and a pet owner, it's crucial to teach kids the importance of proper nutrition for their beloved creatures. And there will be exhibitors focused solely on just food nutrition. For the complete schedule and details, you can visit ottawapetexpo.ca. And that's it for today. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Jen, and I look forward to going to the Pet Expo with Oscar this weekend, the little dog. So that was Southern Mud, Beat of My Heart, and excellent tunes. So we're back with Sean McDonnell, and we're going to hear a couple more interesting stories of community involvement, making people smile, and making this city an awesome place to live in. So, what's another couple stories?
Well, I just wanted to give a quick. I want to give a quick plug because this is another thing that's happening in the city, and I love all this stuff. So, Awesome Ottawa, in case people haven't heard about it, just changed, and Soup Ottawa. All three granting agencies. Awesome Ottawa, $1,000 every month, and they gave $1,000 to do another art. They funded another art in the park type thing where people just come and paint. With $1,000, 10 people sit around a table and they say, that's an awesome idea. People pitch their idea. It's very simple. Just change, same thing.
We had Awesome Ottawa on
a few months ago.
In the summer.
Yeah, amazing, right? And Soup Ottawa, right? You vote with your spoon, right? Yep. Amazing things happening in the city. So I'm always inspired by that. So anyway, they had funded another one of those guys. A couple other things we've done around the city. So we've... maybe I'll talk quickly about one we did in Chicago a couple years ago. We put 1,000 candles. We got asked out of, there was four corporate bids, and Creative Vision won the bid to go down to Chicago and work on. We worked with the Chicago Candle Company. We put 1,000 candles around the city. It was a big QR code contest, so people had to go and search around. They had a little pass. So that's kind of the vein that we get into. So that was one of the sponsored one. It gives us a little bit of money. It allows us to
now, being the windy city, how did those candles hold up?
Great question. That is a great question.
Well, they didn't have to be lit, so we didn't.
Right on.
So it was 1,000 candles all around. But anyway,
can that work in Ottawa?
Yeah, absolutely. We're actually right now we're trying to do. So right now we're working on. We've taken the QR code thing a little bit more advanced now. The technology keeps going. I love playing with technology. So we moved into. I'm trying to do some artificial intelligence, augmented reality type stuff. So for anybody that hasn't checked out augmented reality, you got to check that out. Where you can kind of use your phone to geolocate anything, and it'll show you. It'll bring up videos. It'll bring up pictures. That kind of thing. So you can do a whole treasure hunt around the city with your cell phone and augmented reality. So that's kind of a cool project that we're slowly working on. A couple other things we've done around the city that have kind of popped up. The big one, or the most recent one, I guess, was the community couch. We had this night, actually, it came right here from the corner of the bar at the Hindenburg Public House. Dwayne Brown and Patty Church and I sat down. one day, and Patty had said she really wanted...
Dwayne Brown from the Love Ottawa Project.
Yes.
I'm surprised he's not here today.
No, I think he's out actually earning money to come here later.
Okay.
So,
just making sure.
So Dwayne Brown, Patty Church, and I, Patty came in, talked to me one day, and then this is normal. I get all kinds of emails and people always coming in and saying, you know, I want to do something fun. I don't know what the hell I want to do, so I'm going to talk to you. So we do that. We sat around, and out came the idea that she wanted to get to know neighbors. So I said, well, where do you do that? I said, you do that in your living room. But standing on your front porch and inviting neighbors and strangers into your living room, it's a little creepy. So I said, why don't we...
North America.
Yeah, North America, that's a little creepy, yeah. So I said, why don't we take the living room out? Because that's not creepy at all. We'll just put it on the lawn, we'll put it on parks, on the sidewalk, and in the middle of the street. So we started doing some of that stuff. We had this 19th century, again, Facebook, amazing. You know, you put a call out for whatever, right? Like now I can put a call out for anything and people are going to give it to me, or somebody out there in the universe is going to give it to you. So you put a call out for this couch. I had about 8 couches that, you know, people were sending me photos of. This 19th century Victorian couch popped up. I'm a frequent patron of David's Tea. So I was talking to one of the staff there, and she came up with this 19th century, like, huge Victorian couch.
Oh, really?
Just perfect. Picture perfect. So we took it, we started moving it around the neighborhood. It was all Twitter. You know, we just pop up. Neighbors would start coming out. Strangers would come out. We'd invite them to sit on the couch. Strangers that were neighbors that didn't know each other, right? We pass each other in the neighborhood all the time, right? Like, I live in the Glebe. I work a lot out of Westboro, Hintonburg. I'm down in the market a lot. So I see the same people all the time, but I don't know their names.
Yeah.
Right, so this couch allowed us to get to know each other. Just, hey, come sit, chat.
Which is odd, the way our society is now. You probably know people more from social media than you do from real life.
Yeah, living right beside them.
You will probably walk by somebody that you know from Instagram or Twitter or something. You'll recognize them from that, and
well, that's why I said at the beginning. That's why we need people like Sean. So that's excellent.
And it was funny because we ended up having some Twitter people that knew each other that met on the couch. Like, they tweeted that they were going to visit the couch at whatever event it was at. Yeah. And people ended up meeting, and then they told us after that, hey, I met my neighbor after like 20 years, and we've been Twitter buddies forever. And I never knew him in real person. Now I know him. You know? And that was the kind of stories that came from this couch. All it was a Victorian couch. Now, if we were to do it again, we'd make the couch out of styrofoam because that thing weighed about 300 pounds. So.
I do remember you.
It was
a little hard to ship around.
God, it was so hard. But we do. I should give a plug to actually the Dover Court. They gave us their van. You know, we had no way of moving this monstrosity around. And again, you ask, you put it out there. We just said we need something to help move us, and Dover Corp was like, "Yep, here you go. Here's our second van. Use it as you must, and use it as you need." So community comes together when you're doing something fun like that.
Yeah, so that can always happen again this coming summer or winter as well.
Yeah,
so
winter. There you go.
Well,
put that couch on a little sled.
The community couch has now. So I like to do things to a point and then retire it. So the couch now is living in Bob LeDrew's living room. He does some concerts in his house, community concerts.
Oh, nice.
So we thought, why not? He played his ukulele on the couch, so the couch is going to his place, and it's gonna reside
continue
there
its fame there.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's been fun, and that's the thing though. You don't even have to these things don't have to be difficult. Everybody was asking us why we were doing it. Well, it didn't matter why. It was just doing it, right? Another one we've done, super simple. Anybody could do this. I rallied a bunch of troops. We've done it a million times, both here and in the States. It's a little easier in the States because they have $1 bills, but so we got to go for $5 bills here in Canada. It's a little bit more expensive. We stick, we make money trees. So I just rally whoever happens to have a couple extra dollars floating around in their pocket. We stick some notes on it, stick them up in the tree. The notes could say, you won $5. Go buy yourself a coffee. Have a great day. The note could also say, you won $5 or $10, whatever we have on the tree, and you're being watched run. So sometimes that's kind of fun. We like to play with human nature a little bit there. Yeah. So it's always interesting to see how people react. And it takes a good long time before anybody even notices there's money on trees. Yeah. Because we all have our heads down on our phones, and we're all in our own little world doing our own thing, right?
Look up.
You put it,
look up, slow down, take your time, and look up every once in a while.
What are some more ideas for like you and Creative Vision coming up that you possibly can talk about? I know.
I know you like a lot of it's.
I know you like the surprises, but maybe we have some things that people can look out for.
Yeah, and, absolutely. Watch for. So and one of those things not a long time, a few years ago, Beau's Brewery. So I can talk about that for a little bit, and then I'll lead into some of the stuff we're about to start doing. So Beau's Brewery came to us a little while ago and said, we're doing Spark Street, we're doing Winterlude. what could we do that's going to be different than every other bar that's going to be there, right? Every other beer that's going to be there. So we said, I don't know, let's build a snowman lounge. So, Steve said, well, what the hell's that? And I said, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So, we went to all the arenas. We got Zamboni drivers. I gave them a case of beer. I